Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Alright, time to do some more polishing. So I've got a handful of nodules here, some of which I've cut here recently, some I cut a long time ago, some that I bought here recently, some that I bought a long time ago. So kind of ignore the prices that are on these, are obviously irrelevant. Don't even know. Some of these actually got bought in a collection. Don't know what the prices were, but you know, some of them like this, I know I paid 20 bucks for that one. That was a while back. So let's walk through these real quick and we'll see what it is we're dealing with. I'm gonna transfer them from here to here once we've gone through them. Start with this guy. So this one I did buy here recently. I did pay 10 bucks for this. This is a piece of plume from Texas, probably around Alpine or Marfa. But it's got some pitting around the bottom here, but other than that, it's pretty solid. I think this will look pretty good as a specimen, so I'm gonna polish that, put a nice face polish on it. All right, this is pretty sure this is one that I bought a long time ago. It was labeled as a Mexican banded agate. So I think this will be a really pretty one. It's got that kind of gray and white around the outside and then a red center. Let's get this wet. See what it's gonna look like. Wow, that's pretty. Does have a fracture right here. Don't know how deep that goes, but it looks like it goes pretty deep. All right, next up. So I cut this one here recently. It's probably on one of my cutting videos. This is a piece of Moroccan agate. This is a heel off of a piece that I cut. So let's get it wet. All right. I don't know what that is, but that's in the stone. There's another little piece up here. You see some separation in the bands down around that corner. Same over here, but other than that, it's got some nice colors and some gorgeous banding in it. Definitely look nice polished. Okay. All right, this is a Mexican agate that I cut a long time ago. I may have already done something with the other half. I don't recall. I didn't see it in the bucket. Doesn't mean I won't find it in another bucket at a later time. But it's got a nice druzy geode pocket in it, banded agate around it, and then some real good contrast in those bands there. Let's get it wet. It's a really nice color. Almost looks like a heart. So that'll be a good polish stone, especially with Valentine's Day coming up. All right, this one and this one, I bought these from a vendor. I bought both halves. They kind of have a semi, oops, get the water off of them. They kind of have a semi polish on them, but as you can tell, it's got some scratches in it. So definitely going to redo the polish on this one, on this pair. But with the polish that's on it, you can tell it's going to come out pretty nice. You can see where the sticker was on this one. See some saginite up here. But yeah, really good color and banding. I don't see any fractures in it. Yeah, that'll be a really nice pair. Okay. All right, got another Mexican agate. This one didn't turn out to be banded though. Let me show you. Get it wet, you kind of see what it's going to be. It's got Saginite spray is going all through it. Nice orange color. Orange yellow. But I bet that looks super cool. Polished. So we'll see. Alright. So this one's got a polish on it that's really bad. They didn't get scratches out of the center at all. So I'll completely redo the polish on this one. Grind out those scratches. But yeah, it's a nice big piece. You can tell it's got that color going all the way through it. Nice purple with kind of a light yellow, kind of a pastel yellow bands going around the outside. Gorgeous stone. Okay, what we got here? All right, I believe this one is a Mexican banded agate with some plumes in it. It could also be a Texas agate. Not 100% positive. If I got this off of Pat McMahon, it's probably from Texas. I bought a lot of Texas stuff from him a couple years ago, and then again this year. Let's get this one wet. All right, it's gonna have some nice banding. I think that's just paint from a saw blade. Some decent color, and then you got those plume agates, or the plumes growing in the agate right here. That kind of looks like Marfa. So it's probably a Texas biscuit, but it could be Mexican. I don't know for sure. All right, I bought this one a long time ago. This is a Mexican banded agate. I believe this is a Laguna, but it's got kind of a light pink, pastel pink color to it. Let's get it wet. Really nice banding. See the parallax effect or shadow banding in it. That'll come out a lot more when it's polished. I originally thought there was a fracture in it, but that is not a fracture. That is a fill point. It's pretty cool looking. But yeah, that one's gonna be gorgeous when it's polished. All right, two left here. All right, so I just got this one here at the last show I went to, Quartzite. This is a condor agate. It's got a little bit of host on the bottom. Let's see what it looks like wet. All right, it's gonna have some nice colors. It's got some moss or plume stuff on the bottom coming up out of the host. That'll look cool. Love the condors. Condor agates are from Argentina, by the way. Okay, so this one I cut a long time ago. This is an Arizona banded agate. But yeah, it's a nice sized nodule. Let's get this wet. Yeah, that one's gorgeous. That's just perfect. I don't see any fractures in it. You got that really strong contrast in the bands with white, clear, and kind of a light yellow or kind of an off-white maybe. But yeah, that's gonna look great polished. All right, let me get these off to the grinding machine and get all these face polished, and I'll be back and we'll go through the results, see what they look like. Hello everybody, welcome back. All right, so I just got done polishing all of these stones. Let's go through them real quick and see what they turned out like. So this first one is a plume agate from West Texas. Probably around Alpine or Marfa, Texas. You can hear my dog in the background. He's got a toy or something he's giving it what for. Sorry about that. Alright, so yeah, this one came out pretty good. It's got a few spots where it's pitted, but other than that, it looks really nice. No fractures or anything. Great plumes, great color. Alright, let's take a look at some of these other ones. Alright, what we got here? So this is a condor agate from Argentina. Again, this one's got some host rock up on the top that's coming through the agate. And it's a bit pitted. But look at those reds. Oh, let me get the dust rag out here. Got some dust on this one. But yeah, took a really nice polish. Alright, next up, got another Mexican banded agate. I'm gonna guess this one's Laguna. It's got kind of a light pink color. It's got that parallax or shadow banding in it really good. You can see this little tube right here. It's like a fill point. It's really neat. Little geode center on that end. Again, that one came out really nice. Great polish. Alright, got another little Mexican banded agate here. So this one had a polish, but it was scratched up really bad and had some flat spots in the center. So I went ahead and reshaped it and repolished it. Took a nice polish. It's got a beautiful pattern, beautiful colors. It's got a little chip right there on the edge. You can see there's like a little fracture that didn't polish out. But other than that, it's perfect. Alright. Alright, got another little Mexican banded agate here. This one's got a geode center with some druzy quartz in it. Kind of came out like a heart. But took a nice polish. It's got some really nice contrasting bands in the middle. Cool. Okay, so this wasn't in the original bunch that I was gonna cut, but I cut a slab off of this for another subscriber who wanted it. So I went ahead and polished this heel. The other side of this one's already sold. But yeah, that one came out really nice. Beautiful colors. Just like the other side. Okay. Next up, got another Mexican banded agate here. This one's got a nice red center. Very cool. Oh boy. Okay, so now that I got the camera on it, I can see some scratches. Oh, alright, I'm gonna have to fix that before I can put this one up for sale. So I'll get that back on the wheel and polish that out. Get this thing repolished. Oh, that's a shame. I'm gonna set that one aside. Alright. Next up, this is a nice Arizona stone. A little bit different than the usual ones. It's got some like tan colors in it, along with that white contrasting and the clear, and then a little bit of quartz, and then a floater, and a bit of a geode pocket in the center. It's got some nice stuff around the edges as well. Perfect pattern though. Took a great polish. That is really nice stone. Good size too. Okay, next up, got a another Mexican agate, but this one's not banded per se. This one is a saginite. You can see the saginite sprays all the way around the edges and kind of culminating in the middle. But yeah, those came out really cool. Definitely different. I mean, that skin, you would have thought this was going to be a banded agate. But that's nice. That's a surprise. Okay, next up, got another one that wasn't in the original set of stones I was going to do. This was, I did a short on this one, and it had a lot of scratches on it. Didn't have the best, had a good polish, but it had a lot of scratches in it. So I went ahead and repolish this one as well. And I'm going to go ahead and sell this one. Now, all of these are going to go up on Etsy. Now, I'll definitely have a link in the description for these and other specimens that I've done. All right, next up, I got another one from Texas. It's a nodule, but it had a nice plume in it. Again, this is probably from around Marfa. Looks like Marfa plume, but it's got nice banded agate up above it. That makes a good scene. Very nice. Okay, next up I've got a pair. I'm probably gonna sell them individually, but if somebody wants a pair, I'm more than welcome to get them both. But yeah, they took a really nice polish. So originally somebody had done a flat polish on these and did a horrible job. They were all streaked still with lots of scratches in it. Mostly from the polishing wheels, the rougher grit. I just didn't polish them out. But yeah, really nice colors on these. These are Mexican agates, by the way. With a saginite spray in this round section. Most of it's gone over here. But yeah, those came out really cool. Alright, next up I got a really pretty banded one with shadow banding and perfect pattern. This is a Moroccan agate. So this was a heel, and the back side shows that full pattern too. But yeah, it's just perfect, that pattern. You've got that little floater with a little bit of quartz around it, and then the banding, and then another really cool fill point going into the stone. And these weird half orbs. There was two of them, one of them polished out, but that one was big enough it's still there. That came out really cool. Alright, with the exception of this one, these all came out really nice. I'll get this one cleaned up before I put these up for sale. But if anybody's interested, they'll be on my Etsy shop, and I'll include a link. Alright, thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.